Interesting to see how they get this thing going early. Tiller's been one of those guys the last couple of weeks has really found his way, sharing the basketball.
Peterson falling off the heel.
I think you got to also, if you're Bill Self, live with some of those questionable shots from Peterson. One, because he's so talented.
Yeah.
But also because you got to allow greatness to be great, and I think at times you allow that.
Keanu Dawes, Rice transfer out of Houston, Texas, knocks that one down. Tiller with a shot fake. Ran into a roadblock that time. Good work by Traore defensively.
Talk about Vulture. Dawes, one of 3 returners for this Utah team, and even though this is Alex Jensen's first year, you kind of still need some players to know the lay of the land a little bit, even for a coach. Great drive there.
They're going to live and die with the 3 ball, and Keanu Dawes now has a couple of them.
I think that's how you have to come in this building. Aggressive from behind that 3-point arc, but you also have to remember Kansas leads the Big 12 and guarding that line, and they're top 15 nationally.
Count it, and a foul. Constant motion. They get wide open looks, generally speaking. It's just a question of making a beautiful cut. And a great entry, too, from McHenry.
He looks good, though. Like you talked about, he's still spry.
Yeah.
You know what you know. You can't coach any other way than what you've been doing. This is where your work has to be done if you're Utah. They're allowing just about 30 field goals a game, and you can't against a team like Kansas. And that's...
Teardrop comes off the heel, and the Jayhawks look to tie it on this possession and do. How quick was that?
Just, they put so much more pressure on every team they play against, but shot selection still has to be a priority.
Off the curl, he rattles it home again. Double deuce, Peterson.
And Kansas is doing a pretty good job staying in front and keeping them on one side. Because of the switching, you see a white jersey pop out, you start to go back the way you came from.
McHenry, he's rejected.
He's well-traveled, but he's been there. He's been through some tough times, but...
Beautiful slam dunk, and the baseline was free. The timing here could be good for Utah after their blowout loss in their last outing. Dawes now has 10 in the game. Peterson plays the nylon. Utah hanging tough here in the early moments of this game at Frog Alley.
Look at that D. Look at that D.
And it leads to this. You better hurry. Council will beat you to the ball in a heartbeat. From downtown, count it. This Kansas team, I believe, can round into shape these next 3 weeks and be as good as anybody. As we see the near turnover, Brown does get the turnover. He takes it all the way to the rack, and Badunga with his 3rd block. Always looking for those slips and those quick cuts with the offense spread out. That's a tough shot, but it does go down for Keanu Dawes. That's 12 for him, which has been a problem for them in the past.
Yeah.
They got 8 of them today, and that's kept them in this game. Nice pass inside.
Too easy.
That lefty won't go, but it was right on target. Just a little short with
the
it.
corner. There was one guarding 2 for a second there.
And he's rejected here. Into McDowell. Started with the rejection by Tiller. And this is a danger zone now.
Yeah. Tiller was out guarding Brown. They're not afraid to have him out there. We talked about it earlier. All the way. He's a big-time scorer, and they've taken care of that.
Alex said that we got to burn that tape.
Yeah. There he is.
That's Trey White doing what he generally does. Pretty good job defending him. A little ISO for Council.
Too easy. Jayhawks are shooting 56%, so that defense of the Utes is not great. I think Peterson needs to just be a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more deliberate.
Wow, by McHenry. How about that?
Pretty efficient. I'm surprised they haven't taken more of those threes.
There's another one of those little
Tiller.
bang, bang, bang.
Goodness.
Little Stacey Augmon Plastic Man action. Attacking the 10. There's a rejection. Great work defensively by Okonkwo. It's on the deck. Arrow is to Kansas.
I think when it's initiated by Tiller, you have more success. You want Badunga to be a scorer. You want him to go finish like that.
Yeah, you think?
Yes. Defensively, got to get your work done early. If you don't, this is when Melvin Council Jr. gets the ball and you break out and you got a couple black jerseys behind you.
White off the bounce.
Yeah, good to see that go down for him.
Brown in traffic. Well, you turn down one shot, that's going to get Bedunga probably one of the easier blocks he'll have today.
You stop behind that little screen up top, a little brush. You got to make those.
Look at Anquo again. My goodness, he's defending the 10. And he pulls down that rebound.
It's a rare miss for Peterson that wide open. You know, you're talking a guy who shoots in the 40s from 3, Tim.
Yeah, he is
a layup for him.
You're right. He's not been sharp today. On the dribble drive. Nice work by Kendall Sanders.
6-point game, you start to believe in yourself a little bit more if you're Utah. But they've lost 9 of 10. But 8 of those 10, Tim, they've given up 80 or more. I don't know if Kansas is going to get to 80.
And those incredible acrobatic plays at the rim. Either Terrence Brown or McHenry get warm. I mean, look out. Utah is dangerously hanging around. He continues to drive because the 3 is not falling. Time once again for Trey White.
Let me tell you, he really is becoming the glue for this Kansas team.
Well, this may be one of those patented runs right here that we've been waiting on.
More intentional. You know, we talked about that earlier. Just more aggressive. Maybe take a couple tough ones. I like this part of it.
There's a pilfer.
Yeah.
Count it. And a foul.
Seeing him, it looks so easy at times. Look at that. Just got to be careful. And then at the same rate, especially in this building against Kansas.
Dawes is going to solo here. Why not? He's done it all. Inside, outside, all around the town.
All my old heads will appreciate that term. Yep.
Carl Shackelford coined that phrase as the 3 ball goes down for McHenry. Hey, Utah continues to play hard defensively, even though they were down by massive double digits. And there's a beautiful straight line drive by Brown. It's easy in today's transactional era to think otherwise.
It's easy to be likable when you're best player on the field every single night.
And Bedunga, 2012. And Russ Wilcox is now the GM for the program here at Utah. There's Bedunga again with another rejection. Brown's going to be seeing this in his sleep tonight.
To make those passes, to always kind of keep the defense on guard.
Dawes finally missed one. White.
Yeah.
Last night,
I mean, it did remind me of a Houston team.
Yeah, it did.
Just they play with such violence, St. John's.
Another rejection, this one of McHenry.
It was fun to watch the bigs work for Kansas, and Utah put up a little bit of fight early, but just wore down in the end.